القرآن يوحدنا لطريق الخير يوجهنا الله تعالى أنزله ورسول الله معلم.
Quran says, وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى. You'll see people as if they are intoxicated. وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارَى. But they will not be intoxicated. وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. See the beauty of the statement. How can, that's why I've been telling you time and again, when people say that Quran was revealed 1400 years back, I tell them at the last moment to understand. I can feel from any verse of the Quran that as if it is being revealed just now, it is being revealed to me, and it is revealed for our present day situation, because it explains everything what we can digest, what we can comprehend now. That's why, as Iqbal the Great used to say, "Tere zamir par jab tak na ho nazul kitab, girah kusha hai na razi na sahib kashaf." O reader of the Quran, unless and until you feel while reading Quran that Quran is being revealed to me, and it is for me, it is for my situation, nothing can help you. Even if you read big commentaries like Razi's and Kabir's tafsir, Ibn Kasir's and Zamakhshari's tafsir, nothing is going to change except you'll add some knowledge, accumulate some knowledge, nothing. But once you feel that no, Quran is for me, it is being revealed to me, and this is the beauty and the miracle of Quran. So tell me, I have been asked right from the day we started this Quranic program around 40 years back, since then I have been asking our participants, if you feel that this Quran verse is 1400 years old verse, please do tell me. Do tell me, because that will be a favor to me. I'll be indebted to you, because till now I have not seen any verse in Quran about which I can feel it is. Whenever I have read Quran, I have always felt that this verse is being revealed just now. Because such is the style, such is the beauty, and such is the way it explains. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, Quran says, still despite all this, there are amongst the people, there's one, مَنْ يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ, who dispute regarding Allah. Beginning. That means, of course, doomsday is going to come. But we see it as glimpses now. There's a cycle of life and death happening every time, any moment, everywhere. Construction and destruction. It happens. It has been happening. It's not, in fact, that, as I have been telling you, we see God is the creator. We say generally God or Allah is the creator. It's not like that He has created things. That's why He is created. If we believe that, that is partly true. That's not the exclusive truth. We believe, and we should believe, and that's fact also, that God is creator. Not that He is created, just created. God is created because He has created. He has been creating, and He is going to create. We see, and we see Quran explains God is destroyer. He has the power to destroy things. Not that He is going to destroy. Right from the day construction started, destruction process is simultaneous. He has been destroying. He is destroying at the moment, and finally He is going to destroy everything. So we see this construction and destruction process. It's a continuous process. While we see big galaxies getting collapsed, big stars getting changed into black holes, we see. And finally what is going to happen, that there will be a universal crunch. When everything will turn into a black hole, as the title of the book by great Stephen Hawking. The title explains itself. The brief history of time, from Big Bang to the black holes. When this Big Bang means the beginning of the universe, when creation process started. Black hole means the final crunch, when everything will be rolled back, as we read just in the last verses of chapter Al-Anbiya, which we finished just today. When everything will be rolled back, and everything will finish and perish. This we see. Quran says, despite all this, people's watching it, seeing it, people dying, plants dying, animals dying, and then being recreated, made again. There's a cycle of creation and destruction everywhere. Despite that, there among the people, there's one, or there's a class of people, who dispute and argue regarding the powers of Allah. Without knowledge. That means whosoever argues, that means he has no knowledge. He doesn't see things around. He cannot, even if he sees, he cannot comprehend. He's not bothered to go to the depth of it. And he follows every rebellious Satan or devil who infuses some such ideas, misleading ideas to his mind, and he forgets, despite everything happening around within our own selves, aren't we getting destroyed every time? As I have been telling you, take your own self. We are composed of cells, as a house is composed of bricks. And in a human being, there are around 50 trillion cells. That means 50,000 billion cells I am composed of. And we know every time these cells are getting destroyed, there's a destruction process. We shut down our cells. Which cells broken down and new cells are generated. So there's degeneration and regeneration happening every day. We have a zoologist here holding a doctorate in zoology. He can understand and make us understand it better. Yes, it is happening. Degeneration, regeneration. But what is growth? Growth means even babies, newborn babies, they also suffer from this. Their degeneration of their cells. But there is more regeneration than regeneration. That means growth. That means, if, for example, if 100 cells are destroyed, 200 are made. That means he grows. Till we reach maturity, till we cross 30, 40, or even 50. Then it is a reverse process. Then what happens? Degeneration overtakes regeneration. There's more regeneration, less regeneration. That means it's collapse of human bodies, human system. And that will be the old age, and you become feeble, weak, dependent. As Quran, this verse also, next verse, explains it. So that's it. We see it. And from the calculation, we have the data available with it. There's absolutely no problem understanding that we shed our cells every time. This time I'm shedding my cells because cells are too minute, I cannot see. Even we say about dandruff, what are those? Those are dead cells. But since they are, it's not just a cell, they are aggregation cells. We can see dandruff falling from our head or here. So likewise, cells are being shed. And from the data collected by the experts, medical scientists, if I'm composed of 50 trillion cells, so I'm shedding my cells every time, the rate of the destruction of my cells or degeneration of my cells is that after every 10 years, all my cells get degenerated. But simultaneously, new cells are formed. That means if you see me today, and who knew me 10 years old, I'm not that same person. I'm not the same person. I'm new because this house, all bricks have been taken out and new brick fixed. All windows and doors have been taken out and new fixed. It's a big house, new house now. So imagine, Quran gives this argument also, that who doesn't believe in resurrection? So how can God recreate? After we are, how come when we die and we'll get mixed with the soil and our bones will be destroyed to the pulp? How come we can be recreated? There's an open challenge for them. How can they deny it? That means in our lifetime, a person who lives for 70 years, that means he dies 7 times. At least he dies 7 times. And he's recreated 7 times. A person who lives for 80 years, after every 10 years, his health broken down. That means he dies 8 times. It is irony. It is surprising, shocking, that a person says yes, because he cannot deny it. He cannot deny that I have died 8 times during 80 years of age. But once he is told, once you die at age, it will be recreated 9 times. He said, no, that's not possible. 8 times it is possible, but 9 times it is not. You can imagine the fallacy of the statement. That's why Quran says it is surprising when a human being sees everything around. And still among the people there's one, Man yujadilu fillah, who disputes regarding this creative and destructive powers of God. Even without knowledge. Had he this knowledge, he has no reason to deny it. No reason whatsoever. وَيَتَّبِعُ كُلَّ شَيْطَانٍ مَرِيدٍ. And he follows only the rebellious devils he follows. These are satanic influences which make him blind despite having eyes. Which is the devil who paralyzes his mind. though there are neurons and cerebrum and cerebellum provide him wherefrom he can think, observe and go into depth of the matter.